beat us.
Seriously? Why? Is it just, have you seen one too many Michael Bay films?
No.
I think the Pixar theory got to him.
Yeah, I honestly think
Too many mind fucks to the brain?
too many mindfucks. It started with Evangelion and it just cascaded.
Pixar of all things.
Wait, isn't Bill the only one who hasn't seen Evangelion yet?
Yeah.
He hasn't seen Ultraman yet either.
God damn it, Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Go watch things.
Bill?
I don't even know if he finished.
Adam,
Where is
Adam,
Bill, by the
since
way?
you-
Where
since
is-
you live
hold on,
closest to
wait. Where is Bill, by the way?
Oh, he's out getting some pussy.
I highly doubt it, considering this is Bill we're talking about.
yeah, and he's fat. Fat Bill.
Well, to give him the benefit of the doubt, if someone like Guillermo del Toro can get himself a really attractive wife...
Well, here's the thing. He got the bitch pregnant at 16.
He's also got, money.
Yeah.
He got
So,
himself
by this
money.
point,
Key. That's key, Andres. Is money.
money.
We've got to have money.
Well, shit. Well, if Bill's not going to be around to host this thing, I guess I should step up to the plate once again.
'Cause Bill doesn't have money either. I just wanted to point that out.
Well, hello, people of the internet. I am Andres Perez, a.k.a. KaijuNoir, and this is This is the Sons of Serizawa Podcast. I am your...
I thought it was.
Yay!
I thought I was coming to the Demons from Outer Space. We're all very confused here. I was wondering what the fuck you guys were here.
Well, obviously, this is Saturday, not Thursday, Dylan.
Well, it's not Friday either, jackass. Oh.
It's Doctor Who night.
Oh yeah, by the way, I still haven't seen last week's episode. I really got to catch up for tomorrow.
I gotta watch tonight's because I was busy doing other shit. But I recorded it. So, but Andre's last week's episode is a lot of fun.
Nice. Well, to introduce you guys, I'm here with Mr. David Joshua Hernandez, aka Gorizard.
After 2 weeks, I was down to my last rat. I let him live so I can eat some of his droppings. I called it jungle rights. Taste the fine.
I'm sure someone in the comments below will get that reference.
I miss the old David where he tried to make the internet bow to him.
And we have.
At first, I thought he was referencing the rat speech from Skyfall, but then it turned into something completely different.
And now for something completely different.
In this case, Mr. Adam Noyce.
Hello, insects of YouTube.
And last but certainly not least, Mr. Dylan McCandless, aka Super DM 64.
Hi and shit.
So yeah, apparently Bill is not here. He's, I don't know, probably getting drunk and probably jaywalking, getting himself.
No, that was yesterday.
We have multiple theories on where Bill is. It's called the Imbilla theory.
He's probably trying to prevent traffic accidents somehow. Maybe Gamera versus Guron finally got to him.
No.
No.
That was yesterday. Yeah.
So now he's
My sword fell. Sorry.
Now, right about now, he should be insert Jiker reference here.
He's trying to prevent a statue from being uncovered in the middle of New York.
Well, actually, a couple days ago, Bill posted a status on Facebook saying, "Kondo is love, Kondo is life." That should give an idea where he is.
Oh.
So he's probably doing the naughty thing while watching Gamera versus Guron. He's doing the naughty deed.
I'm pretty sure he's probably trying to grow a Kondo mustache by now.
I still maintain my position that Red Foreman is love, Red Foreman is life. But, if that's his religion, whatever.
He may not have opened his heart to Jesus Christ, but he certainly will for Kondo.
My question is, does he know Minya Christ as his Lord and Savior?
Well, of course everyone knows that.
Truly, he is the son of Godzilla.
I'm personally a follower of Santa Christ.
I believe in Santa Christ.
It's Santa
We
Christ.
believe in Santa Christ.
Now, Santa Christ, he's overrated. Now, Mahoses.
What Santa Christ needs is like an evil mirror dimension version of himself named Jesus Claus.
Jesus Claus.
No, we need...
Is he going to be like, he's going to be characterized like Santa Claus from Santa's Sleighs?
Yes.
He's going to be killing
or
Jews
the-
with
or-
menorahs?
Or the Santa bot from Futurama.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good one.
I love Santa Bot.
I love Santa Bot too. We believe in Santa Bots.
We just got like really sentimental over Santa Bot.
Santa Claus is gunning you down.
I love that show so much. So many great quotes come out of that show. For instance, Bender's stance on parenting, which is also my stance on parenting, where he said, "Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?"
Child abuse.
Gets me every time.
That's
I
as
got a
funny
joke
as
for you guys.
that's as funny as women's rights.
Good
I got a
one.
joke for you guys.
Yeah.
What did the kid with no arms and no legs get for Christmas?
What did he get?
What did he get?
Cancer!
Yay! Wait,
That makes no damn sense.
I guess the joke is he's supposed to pile more misery on the kid.
Why did the blonde girl jump off a bridge?
Why did the blonde girl jump off the bridge?
Because she was depressed because of how much her parents would hit her at night, and then she got bullied at school, so she committed suicide.
yay!
Only you can make that funny, Adam. Adam's the next Neil Berger.
Yeah. You want to hear a funny joke?
What?
The Holocaust.
Hey man, too soon. I will have you know that my ancestors died falling off of watchtowers.
I have a black man in my family. He's still in my family tree. He's still hanging there.
Oh God, we're gonna get so much shit for this.
Speaking of black people, why are black people afraid to go to sleep?
Why?
Because a man got shot when he said, "I had a dream."
This is great. This is great. We're offending everybody. Quick, somebody make an open joke.
What's the difference between a dead black guy and a dead dog?
What's the difference?
There's tire marks leading up to the dead dog.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh God.
oh God.
We're gonna get so
The
much
Sons
shit.
of Serizawa Podcast, everybody. You know, I always think back to whenever people try to create like a podcast, they're probably trying to think of some like theme to build around it. Like this is like a movie podcast or a video game podcast. Never before has there ever been. I doubt there's ever before there's been a podcast like specifically dedicated to our style of shenanigans.
To racism?
Yeah.
Not that
I'm
I
not
know
always
of.
racist. I'm not always racist,
Does-
but when I
does-
am, it's on Xbox Live.
Does the Westboro Baptist Church have a podcast?
You know what?
Pretty sure they do.
You know, if they were,
As a matter of fact,
if they were,
let's
then we,
research this.
if they were, then we'd probably be out of business. If you can call this a business.
True. Everybody would go there to
Pretty sure.
hear disgusting things that made them sad.
I'm pretty sure they get calls all the time.
Imagine like trying to go on their website and directly contact the Westboro Baptist Church and say, "Hey, you know what? You guys should start a podcast. The world would love to hear your opinions."
You could really get some good exposure.
It's not as if the world hates you enough already. And
Look
thus,
at our,
and
look
thus,
at our last podcast. At least 200 people watched and or clicked on it accidentally.
and thus we were hired.
You know what's funnier?
What?
What's funnier than Wester's Baptist Church?
What's funnier than the Westboro Baptist Church?
That guy in Miami, Florida that thinks he's Jesus.
Dead babies.
Ah.
Oh, Adam, you slay me.
You bitch.
I eat little babies.
I recently watched this documentary from Bill Maher. And it's called Religulous.
Oh, fucking fuck. Oh,
What? What, you're not a fan of Bill Maher?
fuck Bill Maher.
I like Bill Maher. I like
Maher.
that's a guy whose jib I like the cut of. And,
Whoa.
And it was a very interesting documentary, kind of talking about how certain cultures tend to take like aspects of religion in a very literal degree.
They're
And
called white people.
yeah, well, they're only a portion of the people he covers in his documentary. And he came across this one person from Puerto Rico who claims to be like the reincarnation or like the descendant. It's like the reincarnated descendant of Jesus Christ.
There are several people who claim that.
This is why you guys need to watch that movie that Sean Barry and I rave about.
Yeah.
The Ruling Class. It is so Peter O'Toole thinks he's Jesus. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nice.
I am the bull. I am the turtle. I am the right testicle. I feel like blessing everything today. Bless the trees. Bless the homosexual. Bless your cancer.
So what was that?
I said thanks a lot. Now I'm probably gonna actually download this right now. Oh my God! There's a dude dressed like Jesus.
Yeah, it's Peter O'Toole.
Okay, so now we can check off blasphemy off the checklist of our to-do list.
It's kind of like when I was watching Man of Steel. The entire time I was screaming, "I am Jesus!"
Let's see. What else can we do to offend people? Have we covered necrophilia?
Now do we not?
Yeah, we talked about Twilight enough.
Just say Twilight sucks and just move on from there.
We've already talked about abortion.
Right.
We already talked about Fat Bill.
No, I don't think we have. I don't think we've talked enough about Fat Bill.
Have we talked about the brighter? Have we talked about the broader concept that is diabetes?
Broader concept.
Like, what can we possibly say about type 2 adult onset diabetes that hasn't already been said, Dylan?
Well, I think the most important thing my doctor ever said to me was, Wilford, if you want type 2 adult onset diabetes, I'm gonna give you type 2 adult onset diabetes.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's exactly the way it's been.
One afraid to die.
I was scared.
And I've ate my family.
And I ate my... And then I found out that my wife has been dead for 2 years. So who the hell did I hit?
And I've slipped up and I've eaten ice cream and apple pie and my medicine.
And people with diabetes.
Have a good diabetes.
Or if you're going to get better, the faster you recover, the better you feel.
Guys, I have a picture to show you.
Yeah?
I am Wilford
God,
Brimley,
no.
and I'd like to treat
What
you
is
to
it?
ice cream and apple pie and diabetes.
Believe it or not, it's not Yowie related.
Oh.
That's
Oh. It's kind of funny because you just...
She does everything the other one did, and she's better looking, too.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
And it's funny, we were just talking about the Clinton administration yesterday when we were recording our commentary.
Yes, we were.
How did the Clinton administration factor into the thing that you were commentating on?
It involved Power Rangers. And having our economy...
Power Rangers logic. Power
it
Rangers logic.
involved the Clinton administration being so so well executed, and the economy was just so great that people could just spend their days skydiving off of planes just for the hell of it.
And that is why we're in our current economic situation.
I'll explain it the way Randy Marsh explained it to his son. It's simple economics, son. I don't understand any of it, but God, I love it.
Like you have Ronald Reagan who's like, we're gonna spend the Russians broke. We're gonna spend more money than them and get our economy moving. And that's how we beat the Russians in the Cold War. And then we have Clinton who's like, all right, fellas, well, the Russians are gone. Let's just spend more money, all right? And then we have the Bush administration like, well, we want to spend more money, but we got no more money to spend. So let's go to Iraq and hopefully fix the economy, even though it's probably going to make it worse. And
Our enemies are smart, resourceful,
And
but
then
so
there's
are we.
Obama. And
They
then
never
there's
stop
Obama.
trying to think of ways to hurt our people and our country, but neither do we.
And then there's Obama.
No, you got him confused with the former governor of California. Yeah, I got this idea. We're going to take more money from the schools in order to pay for my steroids and my plastic surgery. Yeah. And then at the end, we're going to take our California budget and use it to film the Expendables trilogy.
This year, I promise you more earthquakes, more wildfires, and we're going to make California the #1 action state.
You can forget about legalizing gay marriage here. I will not allow the girly men to rule this state. Yeah.
And then there's Ron Paul.
And then we realized that Tommy from Power Rangers hasn't paid taxes since the Bush administration.
He just roundhouse kicks everybody who tries to come to his house.
Roadhouse.
He would go, "Ooh-but-a-tia!"
So many unnecessary flips. So many.
I can't believe that Arnold Schwarzenegger's enemy in that race was Gary Coleman. Had I been
What is
there,
this? Like, is this like the sequel to Twins or something?
Had I been there, I'm not sure which one I would have voted for.
It's such an unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that I was too young to vote.
because you're never going to get that kind of an opportunity again.
Yeah.
I can either choose this gigantic Austrian dude or this tiny black guy.
Do I choose the Terminator or do I choose the dude from Different Strokes?
Oh, the Terminator.
I just imagine the debates. It's just them slinging one-liners. It's like, I'll be back. What you talking about, Arnold? And
You know you're funny, right? Which is why I'm going to kill you last.
it's a shame Gary Coleman died.
Yeah.
He should have been the first black president.
I would be
Also the first midget.
Now, what about that other black midget who was like he appeared in several of those like movies, like parody movies.
That other black midget. Well, that narrows it down.
In terms of mainstream Hollywood. So
I know
yeah,
who you're talking about. What's his name? What is his fucking name?
I know he was in Oz the Great and Powerful.
That's the most recent thing I saw him in.
Yeah, he felt really out of place.
You know what? I'm just gonna look at the IMDb for Oz the Great and Powerful and find out what the dude's name is.
And I'll check the Wikipedia page.
Bruce Campbell.
Now that's a guy I'd vote
Yeah.
for. That's a guy who I'd vote for president.
Exactly, yeah.
His solution for everything is he's gonna shoot all of his problems with his boomstick.
Listen up, Middle East. This is my boomstick.
Yes.
Oh my God. This should happen. Bruce Campbell in The President.
Now I want any of our fans out there to like Photoshop like Bruce Campbell's head and boomstick onto like a president's body, anybody giving a speech, like giving a presidential inauguration speech or
It's
State of the
my
Union.
This is my boomstick. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
That its name is Tony Cox.
Huh.
Tiny Cox?
No, Tony Cox.
You sure?
Yes, although I'm sure the other probably applies.
Or like his Bruce Campbell's
Well, I
plan.
don't know. It's hard to determine because on the one hand he is a midget, on the other hand he is black.
Maybe it just turns out to be average size. It just balances itself out.
Well, it depends on what your term of average is.
I'm not sure how midgets work, you guys.
Do we throw it? Have any of you guys seen The Wolf of Wall Street yet?
No.
No, I want to. Is there a midget in it?
Yes, there's an entire scene that's dedicated to them discussing how to throw midgets on a target.
I love it. I love it already. 5 stars.
And they never refer to them as he or she. They refer to it as it.
Oh.
I love it. 10 out of 10 would bang.
I love that movie so much.
I know it's bad, but I just can't take them seriously. I saw X-Men and I was like, why is he a midget? Why did he have to be a midget?
What do you think of it? What do you think of the midget from Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah, that dude is awesome. He's an amazing actor. Yeah, he's the same guy.
The same actor.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones, but he is good in the X-Men movie. It's just like it was just an odd choice to me. It's like that character has never been a midget before. It's just such an off the wall choice.
Well, to be serious for a short moment, I always thought
Whoa.
that wasn't even that wasn't
That
wasn't even a joke.
Apologize to Warwick Davis right now.
Warwick Davis, I apologize.
There is a special place in hell for the SOS crew.
They had to create. They had to create a brand. They had to create a.
Bill's gonna be the first person to be thrown in it.
No. You see, they're gonna create a whole new circle of hell just for the 5 of us, and then another circle for Bill's fat.
Oh, that's what that midget's name is? Peter Dinklage? That's who Peter... That's who Peter Dinklage is? He's the midget? Like, I keep hearing the name Peter Dinklage, and I keep hearing that midget from Game of Thrones. I never knew they were the same guy.
Yeah, that's definitely his name, actual name.
Well, he's very good in X-Men Days of Future Past, bringing his own brand of bite-sized evil.
But as I was about to say, I always thought that him being a person of short stature would factor into his overall motivations for why he does the things that he does. Like he explained that he's fascinated with mutants, but he really wants the human race. He's afraid of the human race becoming obsolete in the presence of these mutants, which is why he's trying to study them and trying to create sentinels. So in a way, even though despite his short stature, he himself is afraid of becoming obsolete in the eyes of those of average height. So he's trying his best to contribute to his society in whatever ways he can to make up for his physical deformities.
Here's an interesting question. In the X-Men universe, wouldn't a midget or anybody with any sort of birth defect technically be a mutant? Like, wouldn't you lump them into that category?
Technically, yeah. I mean, heck, Puck from that Canadian superhero team is a mutant, I think.
Like, what if Peter Dinklage had built the Sentinels and programmed them to kill mutants, not realizing that he is also considered a mutant, and then the Sentinel just turns around and shoots him Ed 209 style?
That is true, but that would suck. Like, if you were living in the X-Men universe and you were born as a mutant, you end up becoming a short person like that. I mean, you're like, really? I could have, like, claws or metal skin or telepathy. Nope, I end up just being short. Hey, at least he's not even cool enough to join the Morlocks, which are like the hideously deformed mutants.
So, Mr. Trask, turns out you're a mutant. What is your power? I fit easily into most overhead storage bins.
I can make people laugh simply by walking.
I'm the world's greatest plumber.
Don't worry, all I need is a mushroom, and I'll be okay.
I make a great exterminator because I fight the pests on their own turf.
I exterminate them with my own boxing gloves in a match. Da da dun dun da dun da dun da dun punch out da.
I wonder, since it's revealed that JFK was a mutant, I wonder what his power was. Obviously not to stop a bullet. So we built that.
See, I discovered a theory that I think it was just JFK was really depressed that his brother Bobby started fucking Marilyn Monroe as well, and I think I think it was just an elaborate suicide.
Marilyn Monroe did it. No, she might have already been dead by that point. I'm not sure. I can't back that up.
Oh boy. Let's see. Well, it'd have to be something really discreet for the Kennedy families to be mutants. Like, it has to be something where it allows them to gain their status and power through and quickly rise through the ranks of politics. Maybe they're maybe. Mm-hmm.
I just want a spin-off movie now of JFK as a young mutant.
Maybe he has like Charles Xavier levels of telepathy, where he's like these are not the bills you're looking for.
Then wouldn't he have dodged a bullet?
Well, telepathy is not the same thing as telekinesis.
Well, thanks a lot, Andres. Now the dream is ruined.
It was a dream that was never real to begin with.
Coming soon to an X-Men comic near you, JFK with the astounding power to win votes.
It's like the sequel to Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yes.
JFK, mindfucker. Huh?
Adam would go see that.
Are you looking for my approval on the title?
Yeah.
It works.
Okay.
JFK meets scanners.
Yes, that's totally it. No, what?
Scanners?
Yes. He was Catholic. Why not?
Yeah.
So now we can cross politics off our checklist. We have done a 100% accurate depiction of the America's economy for the last 3 decades.
Fuck Shazam.
All right.
Yeah. Coming soon. We're gonna have we're gonna have Shaquille O'Neal reprising his role as Kazam, or wait, Shazam, Kazam. I don't know, whatever. Shaquille O'Neal should be in Shaquille O'Neal should become another Hollywood stars or sports celebrity turned politician.
His running slogan is "Let's green egg and ham it."
That's gonna be his answer to every question.
How do you intend to fix the economy? I intend to green egg and ham it.
Guys, I have another picture to show you, and this is fucking hilarious. It's Batman related.
Okay.
Oh God.
This better not be
No, I'm actually on a pretty good streak.
We never know. You are unpredictable, Adam.
And when David says that, you know it's serious.
Oh, I've seen this before.
Andres, you know.
I've seen that too. It's like that one song at the end of how it should have ended, the Lego edition, where you see Lego Batman. He's like, everything is Batman. Everything is cool when you're Batman. Everything is Batman because I'm Batman.
Because I'm Batman.
Now go see baby.
Why don't we simply elect Batman president?
That would make a lot more sense than Lex Luthor.
Oh my God!
What?
Apparently Batman is in Japan.
What?
Why, Disney? Why?
Actually, after recently watching House of Cards, I would like to elect Kevin Spacey as president.
That is the closest we'll get to real life Lex Luthor taking over America.
Yeah, but it won't be his take on Lex Luthor. It'll be Kevin Spacey playing Gene Hackman playing Lex Luthor.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah?
I have a legit question.
Yeah.
Is technically Wally related to Barry?
Related? I don't know.
I think so, because I think they're supposed to be a family, or they have like a family-like relationship.
That is usually what related.
Wait.
All the time. I know that. But
Well, Wally used to be Barry's sidekick.
So maybe he's like a younger cousin or a ward. Or...
Let's see, I'm going to check this right now.
And then there's Bart. No one loves Bart. Bart,
Yeah.
go down.
Bart hasn't been funny since the 90s.
I mean, he's always going around on his skateboard and beheading statues. It's no more.
He's a relic, man. Nobody cares about Bart anymore.
Writing on chalkboards. Eat my shorts. You think you're edgy? Go watch South Park, motherfucker.
It doesn't. Let's see. It doesn't look like he's related to Barry Allen.
Oh, we're talking about Wally West?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Wall-E.
God damn it.
The robot?
Then I'd be embarrassed like,
Yes,
no,
David.
there he is! A robot?
Well, technically, Wally West is dead.
He died?
Yeah, he died in the last episode of Young Justice.
Oh, well, yeah, well that, but I thought you were talking about like mainstream continuity.
Oh. I thought that was the mainstream continuity for him.
Oh no, Wally became Wally became the third Flash.
Yeah, Wally.
Yeah, that's why. That's a lot. Yeah, a lot
Well,
of.
I'm going with the Young Justice continuity because it's more tragic, and you know I'm Adam and I like tragedy.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm going to say he's dead.
Okay. Well, I figure because we're already.
Already dead, everybody. That's all, folks. And he's dead. Porky Pig
Bill's
would
gonna
be here
look
to tell you.
back on this
He also
podcast.
got together with Dick Grayson, so.
Porky Pig would be here to tell you that it's all, folks, but he too is dead.
You need to remember,
He had an accident, and he was delicious.
according to Adam's continuity, which apparently almost became a reality, he got together with Dick Grayson, so.
Well, all right then.
Right.
So much spandex.
Well, I figure since we're
It would
already
make it would make dry humping an interesting experience.
well,
especially if this is Joel Schumacher type of costumes.
I'm thinking like since we're already on the topic of
Dry humping.
Teen Titans, I want to get into the news. I want to segue into the news early, where I want to talk about this recent announcement where apparently it's going to be a new Teen Titans live-action TV show that's going to be on TNT.
That's been going around for a while, Andres.
Yeah, but we haven't had the chance to discuss it. I want to know your thoughts, your guys'
You know-
thoughts.
You know
Especially-
why, Andres?
Why?
Because no one really cares.
I figured you guys would care, especially, I talked to Dylan quite a lot about the Teen Titans in general, and you, Adam, you seem to have gone more into superhero lore because of characters from Teen Titans. I mean, yes, it's Young Justice, but Young Justice was inspired pretty much.
Slash fiction got me into Teen Titans.
I know, but I'm talking about the characters themselves.
I will
Yes.
just be happy to have a version of the team on television and currently running that is not Teen Titans Go.
Right, yes, because no one... Yeah, it's really strange. It's like...
I'm not gonna watch.
I know Teen
I don't
Titans...
think I'm gonna watch the show.
What show? This new live-action show?
The live action. Is it going to be Young Justice or Teen Titans related? Because I don't like Teen Titans. I like Young Justice.
Well, Young Justice is a cross between old school Teen Titans and new school Teen Titans. It's like they merged
That's how the team was formed originally. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
They just took the two teams and smashed them together.
yeah, like you have the first generation of Teen Titans, which was Robin, Kid Flash, Speedy, Wonder Girl.
Yep.
And then you had like the second generation of Teen Titans, which is the one that most people are familiar with, the George Perez era, where you had
I know.
where you had Beast
Beast
Boy,
Boy and Cyborg.
Starfire, Raven, and that's the one.
The version that's a little bit more creative because it's not just a junior version of the Justice League.
Yeah, and that's
which is basically what old school Teen Titans is. It's like, hey, there's the little girl who has Wonder Woman powers, and there's the little boy that has Flash powers, and there's the little guy who's like Aquaman, and they're gonna have an adventure.
Well, I probably won't watch it just because I've created my own mini universe in my head, and I don't want to fuck around with that universe.
All right. Yeah, and then later you had the Young Justice period where it's like the Teen Titans are now just called the Titans, and now you have a new version of Teen Titans which were called Young Justice, and that's where Miss Martian came in, and the new version of Superboy.
Is Artemis there?
Artemis, I think she was created exclusively from the show, although I think she's based off another character.
Well, I think you're right there, Andres. I just didn't know if she showed up in either Teen Titans before that or not.
Uh-huh.
Wait, Artemis? Oh, wow. Never mind. I always get Artemis mixed up with the Huntress. That's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
I like Roy. I like Roy a lot. Maybe it's because I have a thing for gingers. I don't know, but I like Roy.
I haven't read anything with Roy, but I like the idea of a character who has a daughter with another character with Cheshire. Yeah, I've always it's very rare you have a young character like superhero like that who already has a family. Although from what I heard, they took that family away from him for some ungodly reason.
Huh, I wonder. No.
Adam, did you have anything to do with this tragic story?
Well, of course. Of course. No, I mean, I have, no, I was interested in Roy's backstory because he always seemed to, in what I was reading, he always seemed to be kind of like a friend for some reason with both Wally and Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
I was reading into the backstory, and because they kept bringing up Wally, they kept bringing up Roy. I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Uh-huh.
So I typed him up, and I like his backstory. I just like his character in general.
Well, it appears that this new live-action TV show is definitely going to be focusing on Dick Grayson, and supposedly,
I like Dick.
apparently in the pilot, Grayson quotes,
Pun intended, Dylan.
Grayson emerges from the
How do you mean?
Moving on, according to this, the pilot, Grayson, quote, emerges from the shadow of Batman to become Nightwing, the leader
I wonder
of
how literal that is. I hope the first shot is literally like him coming out from behind Batman's cape. Hi guys, I'm gonna go start a team.
Screw you, Batman! I don't need you in your shadow!
I'm gonna go call myself Nightwing. That stupid Robin. Where are your assless chaps?
If you're not gonna be my partner, give me back your assless chaps.
And the booties.
And the yellow cape.
And all the stuff from the utility belt that you're not supposed to tell any other adults about.
Especially the bat dildos. The dildo-rangs.
The dildo rings.
The dildo rings. He just chucks dildos right at his enemies. It's gonna just completely catch them off guard. Give him the
Especially
perfect
since-
opportunity to strike.
This has just become nonsensical.
Oh my God, this picture's adorable.
Well, anyways, yeah, this is apparently going to focus on
It's so adorable.
on Grayson becoming Nightwing, and that he's going to team up with other superheroes like Starfire and Raven, and that this is going to ditch the teen label. So I think the show is going to be called Titans as opposed to Teen Titans, which kind of makes sense because that's what the comics the comics eventually was called Titans after the Teen Titans grew up.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess.
So, yeah, it does look like this is going to feature the George Perez version of the Teen Titans, which is, I guess, good news for fans of the 2003 television series.
Are you any relation to that guy, Andres?
Sadly not.
Why? Batman, no, put back on your cowl.
Ah, I see.
When did
Mhm.
Flash, why you do this?
when did
Mhm.
Dick Grayson officially become Nightwing?
I know that was in the 70s, and that was...
Well, he left Batman and struck out on his own, and he still kept the name Robin for a long time.
Yeah, and then he adopted Nightwing. I knew that.
Yeah, he adopted Nightwing during his run on as the leader of the Teen Titans. Kind of like what they did with Young Justice, where he was the leader of that team, and then after like a number of years later, you see him in season 2 as Nightwing.
You know what pisses me off about DC?
What?
No one character ever gets to keep a superhero name. Every time I look up somebody, it's like, this is a name that's been used by multiple characters, and I'm like, fuck you. Why do there have to be 5 different versions of Clayface? Just show me the one I want.
Apparently his first appearance as Nightwing was 1984.
Did you know that the Clayface?
Mm-hmm.
I love what they did with Clayface in the animated series when they
yeah.
So
That was like even as a kid, that was like the first time where a cartoon emotionally affected me. I was like, dude, this guy like got deformed and lost everything.
It was clever because again, I had no nostalgia for that show at all. Bill is the one that got me into the show, and I was watching that show, and after that episode got done, I was like, wait a minute, did they make Clayface gay?
What?
Yeah, they made Clayface. They hint that Clayface is gay in that episode.
Really? Huh. I probably
Yeah.
So, please exposit your fan theory.
No, it's not. It's been confirmed. The writers said we hinted at him, but the studio said no because they thought it was too controversial. So
that wasn't this wouldn't be the first time where they tried to do something like that. Where
Yeah.
there was a woman from Superman the Animated Series who was gay, and I forgot his character's name, but they eventually had this woman with her partner at a hospital, and it's just like they don't acknowledge it. It's just like, here's this woman who is gay, but we're not saying she's gay, but here she is with her partner, giving her moral support.
Yeah, they hint at
Harley Quinn
it in that episode because, one, there's always that guy who's around him
Oh.
the time, who clearly is more than just an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And two, he always transforms into a woman, not a man.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy were shacked up for a while. I'm not saying anything happened, but I'm hoping that something happened.
Now that's a theory I can support.
Didn't Catwoman have like a thing with a woman one time, or is that just like a close friend?
Yeah, I think that's a close friend who helped her raise her daughter for that short period of time. And
I'm not saying anything happened, but
and I guess could you say that the most famous homosexual in comic books would be Batwoman and Renee Montoya, aka the Second Question?
she was gay.
She was gay.
Renee Montoya from Gotham City Police? Yeah.
Why have a second question?
Because I think the first question died, but before he died, he gave the mantle to her.
That sucks. I like him.
Yeah, I like him too. And apparently, I think, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this on SOS, but there was like some controversy, I think, last year where, for a long this time, Batwoman and Renee Montoya had a relationship, and after they did the New 52, the writers were like, "Can we have them marry?" And DC was like, "No, you can't have them marry." And I guess I think the writers, they were fed up and they just left the series altogether.
My God, this picture hits me right in the feels.
Yep.
Right in the feels, especially if you know the continuity.
Oh, I see. Wow, that's really good.
Marvel's had a few gay characters as well.
I know Marvel has. Marvel's the one that I'm aware of is what is it? Hulkling.
Yes, Hulkling. Hulkling. Him and that kid who's like a younger version of Captain America. They, yeah.
It's ironic.
Huh.
I bet you they did that.
I don't even know why it's called Hulkling, because he's really a shapeshifter. It's just that he looks kind of like Hulk, so it's like, we'll call him Hulkling.
Huh. Oh, so he's not.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I knew that because I did my research on it. I didn't like it, so I kind of stayed away from it. I didn't like what I was reading, so I kind of stayed away from it.
There was another weird, I guess you can call it weird, where it's like there was this big announcement again during when the New 52 was first being released, and it was saying like, oh, the Green Lantern is gay now, but it turns out to be the an alternate universe version of the, not Hal Jordan, but the guy before him. What was his name?
That pissed me off to no end. You have no idea.
Oh, what is that guy's name? What is that guy? And what happened to David? But yeah, what's that guy's name?
Is it Alan Scott, or am I making that up?
Yeah,
I think his name is Alan Scott. Let me just check right now because for a while now, David, for some reason, has been dropped from the call, so I've been trying to add him back. But let's see. I think it's Alan Scott.
He's the one with the red shirt and like the cape.
And yeah.
He got his ring from the planet in time.
It's Alan Scott. It's Alan Scott.
So yeah, it's really weird. It's like, it seems like one huge publicity stunt. When
that's all it was.
Yeah,
it is.
That's all it was, and that's what pisses me off, because Jacob Spencer, bless his soul, he messaged me on Facebook, and we actually had a conversation about this. He was like, "Adam, as a homosexual, what do you feel, or when you're writing a gay character, what do you think how should you write them? Should you write them as they're gay for the sake of being gay, or should you be more subtle with hinting that they are gay and stuff like that?" And I actually really enjoyed this question because I ran into that problem writing a character in my Godzilla saga, and we really liked it. And characters we were bringing up, there's a character that we brought up from, you're gonna laugh, but I was aware of this from Days of Our Lives, and his name was Sonny. I think his name was Sonny, and he was always played as being a straight guy, but then all of a sudden Sonny, you're like, nope, he's gay. About halfway through like a season or something like that. I'm like, that's not how you do it.
Kind of like what they did with Dumbledore, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you know this character that we've never hinted at being gay, like, in the slightest ever? Like, in the history of ever? There's no evidence to suggest it whatsoever. Yeah, they're gay.
Yeah, that bugs me.
I mean,
that's. I mean, it's cool that they put, a gay character in there, but don't do it like that.
It seems like pandering at that if you do it like that.
That's exactly what it felt like, and I admitted that I ran into the problem with my Godzilla saga with the character Nick Bowman and another character named Robert. And what I did was I wrote the scene where you fully find out that they're together, and then what I did was I went back and I started making their interactions a little more hinting, if that makes any sense. So basically I worked backwards with their relationship. And I was like, I was so pissed off with DC when they did that. So fucking pissed off.
Yeah, and like the fact that it's like it's not even like
anytime they take a previously established character who's been around for ages and suddenly say, "Hey, turns out he's gay now." Yeah, that's a publicity stunt. If you want to do it right, you make a new character, and you just start over and tell that story of what's it like to be a gay superhero. You don't take a previously established character that's never been hinted to be gay whatsoever in the slightest and say, "Hey, guess what? Turns out he's gay." What do you think?
Gay superhero is my favorite, to be completely honest. It's the guy from Kick-Ass 2.
Oh yeah, he's really cool. I like him better in the movie because I don't think he ever got that much attention in the book itself.
Yeah, I just like that scene where he was like, I wanted to put on a mask, but it was too much like getting in the closet again, and I was like, I like that scene. I appreciate that scene.
Oh my god, you guys, you know who's really creepy?
Who's creepy?
The Superman TAS version of Toyman.
Oh, him in that mask. I'm gonna look for a picture to show to Adam.
Oh
no,
god, kill it!
Like.
Oh god, kill it with fire!
I know what he looks like, Andres.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh dear lord.
It's like Howdy Doody from hell.
It kind of reminds me of those like creepy masks that those people wore in that god awful movie, The Purge.
It really does look like The Purge. I think The Purge stole their idea from Superman TAS.
Superman TAS. Is there an episode of Superman TAS with the Joker?
I think that's
there's a crossover.
With
between Batman and Superman TAS called
World's Finest.
World's Finest. Yes, of course. It's like a two.
Oh my fucking god! There is this moment in one episode. I don't know where it is, but it's when fucking Superman finds out that Batman is Bruce Wayne, and then Batman secretly throws a fucking tracker on Superman without him knowing.
It's from World's Finest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a
oh my
movie.
god, and it's so good because suddenly Superman sees it, and then all of a sudden he sees the shadow of Batman, and he's watching him, and he just gives him the thumbs up and flies away, and I was like, yeah.
I also like that moment where it's like
such a Batman thing.
I also like that one moment only because like you can read it like in a comedic way where that moment where Superman like puts his hand on Batman's shoulder and Batman just throws me like, "Don't touch me, I'm Batman."
I think my favorite scene from Superman and Batman, or no, the Batman Superman movie, as it's called, also known as World's Finest, is the fight between Harley Quinn and Mercy. They really get down and dirty.
So I love the fight. I don't think anything will ever top me cheering for Batman than when he was fighting Superman and in the Dark Knight Returns. That was fun.
Although it's interesting that how they characterize Superman in that comic, because Superman has never been a character who would blindly follow the government in the normal continuity.
Yeah, so I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, but still, I guess it kind of within this own Frank Miller continuity, I guess it works. I guess.
Yeah.
In Frank Miller continuity, it really does work.
That's a big distinction. Superman fights a lot for America, but he's not Captain America. I mean, and even Captain America went rogue. I mean,
you know what's funny? Captain America was built using Nazi ideals.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the whole perfect master race sort of thing.
All that eugenics and shit. He's basically Khan.
Yeah, pretty much. Now that's a fight I would like to see: Khan versus Captain America.
I don't get on that shit. I want Ricardo Montalban Khan. I don't want
Ricardo Montalban Khan.
I don't want Khan Burbatch. Okay. He has his place as a dragon and a detective.
Oh, so yeah. I forgot to bring this up, but
look at his eye.
I forgot to bring this up when I initially brought up.
His eyes. Look at him.
Well, anyways, the one thing I forgot to bring up was I wanted to about the news of the new Titans show. The fact that it's on TNT, I've actually found that really surprising, considering how the majority of the DC comic stuff has been on either Cartoon Network or the CW. Although wasn't there? I think there was like another report where there was a Gotham is on Fox, and so I find it strange that these DC shows are now being peppered to across different studios. And what was the last thing that TNT has been known for, really, in terms of primetime shows?
I don't know. They've made shit. What did they make?
Oh, they made the Ultra 7 at English dub.
Well, then I love them.
I'm not really sure what their target demographic is, but I guess TNT is a more aggressive, like young male. 20s and 30s sort of demographic. So
well, okay. Here are some TNT shows. Falling Skies is a TNT show.
Oh, that show with the aliens, right?
Rizzoli and Isles is a TNT show. The new version of Dallas, Franklin and Bash, which I've heard of but never seen. Something called Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I love this background. This is my background forever.
They've done a lot of shows. They do all the WWE shit.
Right. They do definitely do that. So could this possibly mean that the Titan show could be aimed at a more male-heavy demographic?
Maybe we are going to get classic Starfire's costume.
It would make a lot more sense for that station. And I'm not complaining one bit.
I want the HBO version of Starfire.
Where it's like sex and violence.
Her costume is some pasties.
On Tamaran, they certainly have no shame. So I am interested in this new Titan show. I'm just curious as to how it's going to play out, because it seems like with a lot of DC shows, like Constantine, Arrow, Gotham, they tend to try separate themselves from the more comic book like nature of the show of the source material, where they try not to be that much flashy. Although I guess the Flash and Arrow are kind of leaning towards.
I would say the Flash is flashy. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess because maybe this new Teen Titans show would be much more of that flashy crash bang boom sort of entertainment in contrast to the other shows.
I doubt they're going to do this, but I want Deathstroke to have the voice of Ron Perlman.
That would be awesome. And actually have him be called Deathstroke.
That's all I want out of life.
Just want him to reprise his role in live action.
Yeah, I mean, you could have somebody younger do the physical stuff, because he wears a mask.
Yeah.
It's like Shredder in the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. You just dub in the voice of Ron Perlman, and when you take the mask off, have Ron Perlman there magically, like the white guy inside of Darth Vader.
Yeah. So that's the news for this new TNT Titan show. Do any of you guys have anything to say about the recent celebrity deaths of Joan Rivers and Richard Kiel?
Richard Kiel, you were my favorite James Bond henchman, and now you are dead. And good on you.
Good on you. Good.
I don't give eulogies, and this is why.
A funny thing with Joan Rivers is like, is it me or does it seem like this whole obsession over celebrities and like our obsession with celebrities' lives, every single aspect of their lives, kind of came from the sort of culture that Joan Rivers started?
I mean, nobody before her gave a crap what people were wearing.
Oh yeah, the funny thing is, like, I remember I would always see like Joan Rivers always making like these snappy snappy shots at these celebrities. Like when I'm an avid watcher of the Soup, hosted by Joel McHale on E. And I think either before or after, it was after the Soup would end, there would be like, Joan Rivers, what's it called, fashion something, and she's from what little I've seen of her, she seems to be a very funny person, and she was always very energetic for her age. Really, I mean, she was 81 when she died, and to be able to do so much at this age for so many years is quite an impressive feat. And interesting thing is, Joan Rivers always seemed to have been like some sort of like permanent staple of Hollywood culture. Like, you can't think of the red carpet without thinking of Joan Rivers right there commentating on the celebrities walking by.
I hope they buried her in her best outfit, because that would be embarrassing based on what she's built her career around.
Oh yeah. But she's up in heaven, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe they chose me to wear that.
Her colleagues are standing over her casket like, my God, this is a travesty.
Although, knowing Joan Rivers, she'd probably make fun of herself like she usually has for years now about her own appearance and her own plastic surgery and everything like that.
Oh, today's my funeral. What am I wearing?
Let's all commentate on my own dress. Oh,
Jesus Christ! There's a lot of fan fiction.
About Joan Rivers, or just in general, because yes, there is a lot of fan fiction.
Oh, you guys heard me say that? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, we've heard you commentate every single time you find a new picture, Adam. When it's nothing related to what we're talking about right now. But you continue doing that. You continue doing your thing.
I sense a little bit of hostility from Andres. Huh?
Oh, well, to be honest here, I do kind of get annoyed here and there whenever I'm trying to talk, and Adam just goes, So, yeah, just laying it out there.
Or makes everything sunbears.
Or makes everything sunbears. Yeah. What was another thing didn't you also do something else where you put pictures everywhere on Toho Nation?
I did.
Yeah, it was after
What was
sunbears.
it?
I forgot what it was. Was it
the one that wasn't sunbears? What was it?
It wasn't was it honey badgers? No. Was it pandas? No.
Was it the red panda?
No, it wasn't Red Panda.
He almost got to sunbear levels with the red panda.
Do red panda eat red bamboo? Is my nonsensical question of the day.
Touche, Dylan. Touche. I don't know.
They look more like Asian foxes than pandas. What does the red panda say, I wonder?
Why is the red panda red?
Who made the red panda red?
What makes the red panda red? Or however that song from Peter Pan went.
What made the red man red?
Let's see. Another story I had here was, have you guys heard the recent news about, apparently there's a new interpretation of the Spinosaurus?
It's a duck!
It's a crocodile! It's a crocodoc!
My God. Sci-fi. Take notes.
Spinocroc.
Obviously with a little bit of Dimetrodon because of the sale. Oh.
Yep. So apparently, this new interpretation of the Spinosaurus is that it was more like we mentioned before. It's a cross between like a duck and a crocodile. It spends most of its time in the water, has webbed feet, and apparently, according to some artistic depictions, it kind of walks on all four legs now, or it's like
Think of it as like an evolutionary link between dinosaurs like Carcharodontosaurus and aquatic reptiles like Liopleurodon.
That would make sense, yeah. Although I'm wondering how, now that we know that it's mostly an aquatic animal, where does the fin like fit in all of this?
So that it can swim towards you and you will hear the dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
See, it was basically Japanese Jaws, not Japanese, prehistoric Jaws.
Because dinosaurs are Japanese. What?
I don't know. I think I was thinking of Japanese Charlton Heston. That's why.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Spinosaurus aegypticus is African, isn't it? Wasn't it in the African region?
Yeah, I think so. Because I think this is based off of bones that were found in like either Egypt or Morocco.
Do you guys, since you guys are making a Jaws reference, do you
Yeah.
guys want to hear the Italian Jaws music?
Okay, sure.
Oh my god, you guys are going to get kicked out of this because it's awesome.
So Jaws was a blaxploitation crime fighter?
I like it. I could boogie down to that. Why is the name of the movie Tentacles?
Because this was the movie that they made to rip off Jaws.
Yeah, I've heard of Tentacles, and I heard it was a decent movie.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's beyond terrible. John Huston, why?
Dude, I'm using this music.
I was about to say, are you going to add this for your Tornado Jones film?
Maybe.
Why, Henry Fonda? Why are you in such garbage?
Also, there's this track from the Superfly soundtrack. Not the Superfly main theme, but there's this other song called Pusher Man that I want to find a place for.
Yeah.
It kicks a lot of ass. You might even say it kicks all ass.
So we can cross off musical off our checklist?
Yes. Oh god, this movie's so terrible.
What was that, Dylan?
I said, are we just determined to do a little bit of everything in this episode?
It seems so, because this one in particular episode seems to be like a jack of all trades.
The only thing we haven't ripped off is the Cinema Snob.
Oh my god, the
They're
Incredible
gonna
Melting
watch
Man.
porn.
It's the Incredible Melting Man.
Nothing's helping.
What's his power?
I have to admit that that movie itself wasn't that bad.
So by the end of the movie, does it become a puddle?
Yes, essentially.
Do you know the special effect from the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark? Imagine
Yeah.
stretching that house out across an entire movie.
That's literally it.
Or you can just take the H-Man and stretch the transformation part out to the rest of the movie.
Classic example of body horror. I wonder if it was before or after The Fly.
Replace the IV with units of whole
The Fly was
blood.
50, so I'm going to check it out.
No. I mean the 80-something version.
Ah, okay, let's see.
The Jeff Goldblum.
Vital signs of
The movie
yeah.
that proved that life did not find a way.
Oh wait, okay. The Incredible Mountain, The Melting Man was 1977, so it's definitely before Jeff Goldblum.
And apparently not as successful in terms of ratings. He kind of looks like a grimy, like grungy-looking version of Skeletor. It's probably a prequel to Skeletor.
I let MST created the movie.
Oh, nice.
Hello.
He kind of looked like, he also looks like the Toxic Avenger if the makeup started melting off.
Here, it's okay. You be it. Come on.
Wouldn't it be funny if
Oh
this
my God, the Fantastic Four 1994 full movie.
Wait, what?
The Fantastic Four, the 1994 Roger Corman movie.
It's available on the internet? Well, I know, of course it's available on the internet, but like on YouTube?
Yes.
Really now? Yeah, I wonder if at this point, like, Fox decided to say, F it, we don't, it's already leaked out and everyone and their mother has already seen it. So guys, it appears that we have gotten ourselves quite a decent amount of content for this episode of the Sons of Serizawa podcast, and so I think it's about time we should wrap things up. So guys, if you have anything to pimp out or to promote, now's your chance.
No, nothing.
Well, at the end of this month, the next issue of Godzilla Odyssey will be coming out, so look out for that. The reaction to the first issue was very strong. People enjoyed it. We appreciate the support. Go follow the Facebook page for updates, and I'm also thinking of maybe doing some original content for over there.
Cool.
More, but so yeah, just keep an eye on that. We've only just begun, and the way we've mapped it out, releasing one issue per, it's going to take a good year to get through all of it. So. Look out for that, and also be on the lookout for a Bill's going to be putting together a trailer to promote it, so look out for that for the formal announcement of what we're crossing over with in issue 2, and so yeah, look for that, assumedly sometime after Gamera Palooza wraps up.
And I guess I'll promote this for Bill anyways, considering how this is on his channel. He is currently in the middle of Gamera Palooza, where he is doing an in-depth reviews of all of the installments in the Gamera franchise. And so, yep, check that out if you're fans of Godzilla Palooza. I'm sure you're going to get a real kick out of this one. And let's see, I do want to pimp this out. I missed out on the chance to promote this on the last episode, but there's this Kickstarter program going on right now called Project Volkira. Now, what Project Volkira is that there's this person, I'm going to check his name right now, where he wanted to create his own vinyl giant robot action figure made in the style or as like an homage to the Shogun Warriors action figures of the 70s. So he created his own original giant robot called Volkira, and right now, last time I checked, it was at 85% funded. So if you guys are fans of like those old school Shogun Warrior style figures, and you want like a new generation of this collectible robot figure, definitely check out the Kickstarter project. Again, it's called Project Volkira, Vulkira, and the name of the person is Eric Smith from fullblownink.com. So yeah, definitely check that out. And in terms of new stuff going on my channel, we finally, David, Adam, and I finally got together and we recorded our commentary for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. There's plenty of laughs, plenty of flips, and plenty of 90s nostalgia / torture.
And not too much pink energy, because that's dangerous.
Oh yeah, definitely that. Anything else? Well, unfortunately, David, he says that he messages me saying that his Wi-Fi is unlimited, and apparently he couldn't get back in, so unfortunately that happened, but definitely look forward to whatever David is planning on in the future. Let's see, is there anything else we are missing, boys?
Maybe he'll finish y'all's Godzilla list.
Maybe that. Well, I don't think. Let's see. A lot of the videos that he lost on his channel, on his Gorozar 10 channel, he no longer has. So maybe we might have to redo the whole thing again. I don't know.
Oh, speaking of lists, Andres, did you want to talk about a list that you're going to be doing sometime in the future?
Oh, thank you very much, Dylan. So yes, I'm actually creating a new top 15 list, which a new video, and this video is going to be my top 15 favorite giant robots. Yes, I actually, thanks to Dylan, he inspired me to actually create a definitive list of my top favorite, giant favorite mechas, and so I look forward to that.
I couldn't believe that you hadn't already done it.
Yeah, I mean, I always had my top 2, maybe top 3 favorite. Well, no, I've always had my top 2 favorite giant robots. But thanks to a conversation you and I were in, I actually, sat down and quickly put together a list, and I'm currently writing the script to that list, and I'm going to be having my good friend, Tony, edit it. He's a pretty decent editor and aspiring filmmaker, and so he and I are going to be working together on bringing this video to life. I mean, in terms of script to life, as if this is like something important. But in terms of list, I'm already done writing out my numbers 15 through 6. So I just have 5 more robots to go in depth with. This is not going to be like Gorzard's or David's top 15 videos where it's like one installment per video or one video per installment. No, it's gonna be like a one big video, and definitely look forward to that. If you're a fan of giant robots and you've been curious as to what my favorites are, definitely look forward to that.
Or if you're a fan of top whatever lists, because that's a huge market.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is, I guess you could say, I know I kind of did my top 3 back in 2012 when I did my Dark Knight Rises review. I made like a list of top 3 things I want to see the next time they reboot Batman. So that was like my first dabble into doing a top blank list. But this is going to be my first full-on list, and so yeah, this is going to be like a new thing for me, and if this becomes a success, who knows, maybe I'll do more of top 10, top 15 sort of lists.
Yeah, we brought you bitches a list. Bitches love lists.
Yes, indeed. So, with that said, I have been Andres Perez, a.k.a. KaijuNoir.
I guess I'm Adam Noyes, since David isn't here from Adam Noyes.
I'm SuperDM64, and he was David Joshua Hernandez.
And despite what Bill says, I, as an optimist, like to believe that the science has most definitely been sound. See you next time, guys.
If I had more money than I had since, I would buy a Big O.
Oh yeah, the Big O's figures are pretty expensive, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that for like every figure?
Well, yeah, although I think the Big O, he hasn't had like a new figure recently, and so all of his old stuff is like out of print or out of production.
Well, the problem is he's a little bit more obscure. Like.
Huh. Well, I guess.
How many people remember him?
Well, I think a lot of
until they look at him and they're like, oh yeah,
the one with the big arms.
The one with the really big arms. He punches things. But apparently I'm looking at images on Google, and apparently this figure has like all of the bells and whistles. Like, you know how the arms can open up and there's Gatling guns inside?
Ooh, yeah. Does it have
and
the chest cannon?
Looks like it.
Ooh, that super epically awesome chest cannon that just like, it's so powerful it can only be used once.
Of course, I don't know if these are different figures or not. There also appears to be a big duo.
Ooh.
But no big foul.
Huh. That is unfortunate. Oh yeah, there's the Big O figure is also made by Chogokin, and it's $240. Holy shit.
Yep.
I could buy the next Ultraman Blu-ray set for that kind of money.
Again, if I had more money than sense.
Why you do this, Chogokin?
You know what's shockingly expensive on Amazon?
What is shockingly expensive on Amazon?
I mean, I've paid more for other kaiju movies, but they're kaiju movies that I like a lot better. Mm-hmm. Getting your hands on a copy of Gamera the Brave is shockingly expensive on Amazon.
Oh yeah, it's strange.
They're out of print now. That's why.
Yeah, because like didn't Media Blasters do like a shit job at like, I don't know, trying to manage their business practices?
Because it was
it's not just that. Well, actually, yeah, now that I think about it, because a few months ago I was trying to get Latitude Zero and Dagora, and apparently they're like $100 to $150 on Amazon.
Sounds like Atragon is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
In every sense of the word. But like, yeah, and it's upsetting because it's the only Gamera movie I don't have. That's why I was even looking, and I was like,
Well, if you want to get it, you can get it from Showa Video, because they actually put out like I don't know what the Blu-ray is based on. I don't know if it's on the Media Blasters one or the Kodagawa one, but they include the English dub, which is out of sync in the official Media Blasters one, but it's correctly synced in the Showa Video.
I'll probably do that because I still need to buy the bootleg of Return of Godzilla anyway. So
You can buy it from that same site too.
yeah, I know, because that is currently the only Godzilla movie that is still a VHS staring at me.
Oh. I'm looking
And
at...
it's a really hard VHS to track down too, especially down here. So I'm proud of having it. But
Of which one? Godzilla 85?
yeah.
Yeah. Is it that one that features like a completely different Godzilla that's photoshopped green with red fire?
No, it's just the poster of the movie.
Oh.
I have that one, the one with the green Godzilla.
Yeah, it's like... I think it's,
Basically the Gigan Godzilla.
yeah, it's Godzilla 68.
On the 85 VHS.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for the box art. And you know what?
Oh, I found it. Why?
And what's really funny is that all those VHSs, if you put them all together, the sides of the VHS boxes makes up the poster to Godzilla 85. So you're
That's
wondering,
really cool.
yeah. So it's like,
I have that VHS set.
yeah, same here. And it's like you have all these VHSs obviously dedicated to Godzilla 85, and you have the actual VHS of Godzilla 85, and you put in Godzilla 68, Photoshop bright green, shooting red fire.
That's actually really cool though that they did that with the sides of the VHS cases. That's like DBZ VHSs. You would get all the ones of a specific saga and you put them together, and then there's a picture on the side.
Mm-hmm.
They do the same thing with the manga volumes. If you get the DBZ manga volumes and line them up next to each other, there's like a little image. There's like a little image down at the bottom.
Uh-huh.
But no, see, this is the 85 VHS that I tracked down.
Let's see. Oh wow, okay, that looks a hell of a lot better, because it's like I've seen that, like my Jurassic Park VHS is like that, where it's like the poster as the VHS cover.
Yeah.
There's really not that much difference in terms of like the VHS itself between that and the one that Dylan has.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were released by the same company, if I believe. I don't know
why did they release one that looks so good? The other
I think the other one was like for the sake of the box set, to make them like similar but not really similar. And the funny thing is, in Canada, on that same box set is included Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster and Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Is there an echo?
No.
Oh, look who decided to show up!
Oh,
Andres,
you hated Evangelion?
Andres, you've watched a lot of Evangelion, haven't you?
I just spent some time memorizing the lyrics, and well, actually, I've only still to this day I've only gone through the whole series just once.
And that's
when
why
I was
you see it again.
Yes.
when I was actually watching the show, it got to where I was remembering the lyrics because I was reading them over and over and over and over and over again.
Because that song is kick-ass.
But I've forgotten them. The fact that you've retained them astounds me.
I had to I probably spent an hour just memorizing each phrase. Like I remember one line, then two lines, then three lines.
God damn it.
Yeah. Let's see.
You see, I don't want to. You see, as I said, I watched the first 3 episodes of Fate Zero, and I don't want to watch anymore because I still need to do congratulations, and I still want to be in the mood for that. Because all I need to do is technically all I need to do is end of Evangelion, and then I'm done, and then I just need to edit it.
Okay.
Which means I need your audio, but whatever.
Oh, Dylan, before I
Beyond
forget.
grace, where's your audio?
It's coming.
I
Hopefully
gave it
tomorrow.
my
favorite
audio.
line
What's wrong
that
with you?
my favorite line that Dylan says is, "Yes, but even Kubrick meant Barry Lyndon."
Dylan, right now.
Was I monotone enough? I was worried.
Yeah, you were fine. In fact, it's hilarious.
Dylan, what was the name of the Batbot we came up with?
The what?
You looked up the name of like the Aztec like bat god, and we named it
Yeah.
after that.
Aztec Bat God, because I just shared after Jacob Baker shared with me that Batbot picture. I showed him yours because he was
It's
curious about
amazing.
it.
It's amazing that they look almost identical, given that I have never seen that before
Yeah, let's
in
see.
my entire
Oh my
life.
god, Neon Genesis Evangelion opening theme 10 hours looped.
Kamazots.
Oh yeah, that's right. We just took the Z off the end because that sounds weird, and we
So-
just called it Camazot.
Okay.
I found it.
Okay. So yeah,
Watch Mojo did the top 10 movie suicides.
They do all kinds of top tens, and I can sit and watch them for hours because then when I finish one, it's like, watch this one next, and I'm like, ooh.
I respect these guys a lot. Normally I have a hard time with top 10 people, but I respect them a lot.
So if Andres did one, you wouldn't respect his.
Good thing I'm doing a top 15 in the near future.
They did a top 10 Godzilla movies list once. That was all right.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, by the way,
The
Dylan.
only problem was they never explained why. Like, I mean, they did with some of them, but like for the most part, they never explained why it was their pick. It was just like, this is it.
Like-
Moving on.
Like, here's a movie where Godzilla fights this guy. Not
Also,
that
why-
as
why-
all.
Also, why
GMK
can't
wasn't
they
even on the
say-
list.
Oh
Why
yeah.
can't they say Attack of the Astro Monster? Why do they have to say Attack of
Oh
Astro?
no, they
Oh
put
no.
props on there.
That's the actual title on the VHS, and no, that's the actual title on the DVD.
I mean, not Attack Invasion of. Really, they don't have the V on the DVD.
I know. I've always for years I've referred to it as Invasion of the Astro Monster, but apparently it's just called Invasion of Astro Monster. Like, I'm gonna look for the Wikipedia page right now.
To fuck Japan.
Which I
Or
contributed
rather-
to that
or rather-
page too, by the way, Andres.
Or rather, yeah. What the fuck, David? Why didn't you put a V at the end in it?
Yeah.
A V. You can get the V, Andres.
I demand that we correct
You mean to tell me-
Japan.
You mean to tell me that they didn't put Tommy Wiseau's death from The Room on the top 10 movie suicides?
Why not? Wow. That is really dumb. Japan, English. Speak it much? No, I guess you don't.
English.
Of course we speak English.
English, Japan, English.
Do you speak it, motherfucker?
Learn to speak it.
I wonder how the Japanese dub to Pulp Fiction is in just hearing Samuel L. Jackson's character in Japanese.
It's probably something like Ozabla, Ozabla. Maybe it's like incredibly racist.
Maybe. It's like how sometimes anime can be racist.
Oh yeah, they put the Videodrome on there.
Do they have black people in Japan?
I assume
Probably
so.
They probably have Blasians in there. Black and
Blasians.
Asian.
Maybe they have
Blasians,
some.
yeah, black and Asian.
Maybe they have some black Asian Mexican people and call them Blazikins.
Right. I'm assuming that they don't occur naturally there.
Although, funny enough, on a reverse side, there's actually a good population of Chinese in Mexico.
Because Andres,
Really?
in Cyborg 009, Cyborg 008 is black.
Right.
And look at the way he was drawn in the original, like, old school.
The kind of. Oh my God!
He looks like a chimpanzee.
That doesn't even look human.
Subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Actually, I think that one was fan art, Andres. Here's he looks a little bit better in the show. in that his proportions are a little bit better,
Yeah.
but he still looks like an ape.
Uh-huh. Oh, ooh, sheesh. He looks like a clown. He looks like a clown. At least he actually looks human. Kind of, sort of, maybe.
Ever find yourself watching a movie and Candy Maker snapped years ago and is actually a serial killer?
I don't understand it. The children are disappearing like rabbits. Well, we still have each other.
Those golden tickets seal the kid's doom as they gain access to a factory Wonka has staged to pick off his victims one by one in various ways.
She was a bad egg.
She was a bad egg.
See, by the time 2001 rolls around, he's a lot less racist in his appearance.
Yeah.
Still has the lips, but
At this point, every black person has lips. Like, all black people have big lips, and all white people have giant noses.
While singing Summer Nights, Danny boasts about Sandy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Some fans believe
Are you
Jesus
watching
Christ, Adam, what the hell are you watching?
are you over there watching Grease?
the dream she had was
It's so weird.
The best star of my life, and I have to go away.
However, there are a few holes in this theory.
Tell me about it, mister.
Why would Sandy's
I
final
think
dream
watching a video about fan theories.
out and a teenage pregnancy?
It's so weird.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in a car and I'm flying in the sky.
Why are you still learning to sing your name?
While you trying to sing your name.
It's just a dream she had.
It's so weird.
I just had the best.
Oh, I would totally watch Grease again, knowing the fact that Sandy killed herself and that it was nothing but a dream sequence.
Tom Cruise, please come out the closet. Oh my God.
What if Evangelion's on this list? No, it's not. Of course it's not. Oh, yay, they talk about the Apollo moon landing and Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, I've seen that one before.
Yay.
Yeah, of course they don't mention Evangelion on Adam. It's Watch Mojo. If you want that, go watch one of their anime-related videos.
Yeah, it's like one of the top 10, and they put Evangelion's intro as among the top 10 anime intros, or was it anime intros? Yeah, anime intros.
They don't mix and match. They like to keep their Japanese and their American shit. Like
Racists.
they don't like interracial top 10 lists. They find them offensive.
What?
What?
Oh my god, I need to watch Toy Story 2 again.
This is impossible.
What?
The girl, Andy, Andy's mom is the person that owned.
Jesse. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you haven't
didn't
heard?
know
You
that?
haven't heard about that?
no.
Wait, what?
Know that?
What happened?
Remember in the flashback, they talked about, or Jessie from Toy Story 2 talked about, like, she used to have an owner, and then the owner just, like, abandoned her.
Oh, yeah, the fan theory where the girl that abandoned her turns out to be Andy's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that fan theory.
Makes more sense than all the Pixar movies existing in the same universe.
I like that
Yeah,
theory.
yeah. A lot of them work, but there are a few that just throw the whole thing out of the window. Like Cars and WALL-E.
Although apparently there's
No,
like,
no, not WALL-E. I'll say Cars.
well, if you
Yeah,
think
cars.
about,
Wasn't it that all humans transformed into cars or something?
or no, it's like Skynet happened, and then Cars. No, Maximum Overdrive happened,
I was
and
about to say Skynet didn't happen. If
Yeah.
so, it would be Terminators.
yeah.
That's the Pixar movie I want. Terminators.
Or rather yet, Cars turns out to be like a prequel to the Transformers franchise before they.
No. Oh, so it's not Earth. It's a pre-industrial Cybertron.
Yeah, they just haven't found out how to transform into humanoid form yet.
They haven't tapped the resource that is Energon.
Yes. Once they get rid of all the oil, then they move on to Energon.
My God, no, wait. What if Earth and Cybertron are the same thing?
Dun, dun,
Where's the
dun.
future?
What's that?
I want to learn about the Pixar theory.
Okay, let's see. Let's find a good link to use for the show.
You want to
I
learn
think I
what?
just found it.
Okay, just share it with us. I think it's part of the theory that Brave featured humans who turned into animals, and that somehow relates to how the monsters from Monsters Inc. came about.
Wow.
But then you have like The Incredibles, which is kind of like this timeless feel where it's kind of like the 80s, 70s, and 60s all meshed into one setting.
Okay, here we go. Brave is the first and last movie in the timeline. Obviously, this movie about a Scottish kingdom during the Dark Ages is the earliest time period covered by the Pixar films. But it is also the only movie that actually explains why animals in the Pixar universe behave like humans sometimes. In Brave, Merida discovers that there is magic that can solve her problems, but inadvertently turns her mother into a bear. We find this magic comes from an odd witch, seemingly connected. We'll come back to Brave. Let's just say, for now, the witch is someone we know from a different movie in the timeline.
My
Side
God.
note,
Oh, it's Boo.
some people point out the play so they, keep it people. Or I'm assuming there's more magic users than just that witch. Anyway, creating a large-scale population of animals slowly gaining personification and intelligence on their own. There are two progressions, the progression of the animals and the progression of artificial intelligence. The events of the movie set up a power struggle between humans, animals, and machines. The stage for all-out war in regards to animals is set by Ratatouille, Finding Nemo, and Up.
Oh my God.
Notice I left out Bugs Life, but I'll explain why later.
Oh, snap.
In Ratatouille, we see animals experimenting with their growing personifications in small, controlled experiments. Remy wants to cook something
Is that
only
guy
humans
Mr. Fantastic? Is this sure is a stretch?
relationship with small group of humans and find success. It is possible that Charles Muntz, the antagonist of Up, learned of this startling rumor, giving him the idea to begin inventing devices that would harness the thoughts of animals, namely his dogs, through translator collars.
This is almost as freaky as the indoctrination theory on Mass Effect 3.
We have to go deeper.
We have the technology.
But then Doug and the rest of the experiments are set free after Muntz's demise, and we don't know the full implications of that, but what we do know is that animosity between the animals and humans is growing steadily. Now that humans have discovered the potential of animals, they are beginning to cross the line. To develop this new technology, the humans begin an industrial revolution, hinted at in Up. In the beginning of Up, Carl is forced to give up his house to a corporation because they are expanding the city. What corporation is guilty for polluting the earth and wiping out life in the distant future because of technology overreach?
By and large, definitely has appeared in multiple Pixar films.
By the time we get to Wall-E,
The company from Wall-E.
commercial from the movie, we're told that Large has even taken over the world's governments. Did you catch this one corporation achieve global dominance? Interestingly, this is the same organization alluded to in Toy Story 3. As seen in this picture with the...
Oh my God, it makes so much sense.
We have an entire population of sea creatures uniting to save a fish that was captured by humans. By and large shows up again in this universe via another news article that talks about a beautiful underwater world. In Finding Nemo, lines are being crossed. Humans are beginning to antagonize the increasingly networked and intelligent animals. And that is the first movie in the animal side.
And then we have The
When it
Incredibles.
comes to AI, we start with The Incredibles.
I'm just waiting for the part where it turns out that Buzz Lightyear faked the moon landing.
Who basically commits genocide on superpowered humans. Or does he? Buddy didn't have any powers. He used his technology to enact revenge on Mr. Incredible for not taking him seriously. Seems a little odd that...
Oh my God, this is mind equals blown.
...inhabited by inanimate objects, such as plane turbines. But why would machines want to get rid of humans in the first place? We know that animals don't like humans because they are polluting the earth and experimenting on them. But why would the machines have an issue? Enter Toy Story. Here we see humans using and discarding objects that are clearly sentient. Yes, the toys love being handled by humans and being played with, but over the course of the Toy Story sequels, we see toys becoming fed up. The toys rise up against Sid in the first movie. Jessie resents her owner, Emily, for abandoning her. Lotso, Hug, and Bear straight up hates humans by the third movie. Toys are obviously not satisfied with the status quo, providing a reason for why machines would eventually be quick to wipe out the strongest humans. With the superhumans all gone, mankind is vulnerable. Animals who want to rise up, Planet of the Apes style, have the ability to take over, but we don't see this happen. Also, AI never takes over the humans. Why do you think that is? It's reasonable to assume that machines didn't take over, just not as we expected. The machines used by and large a faceless corporation to dominate the world. In each of the Toy Story movies, it is made painfully clear that sentient objects rely on humans for everything, for fulfillment and even energy. It's hinted that the toys lose all life when put away in storage, unless they are in a museum that will get them seen by humans. So machines decide to control humans by using a corporation that suits their every need.
Holy fucking shit.
That eventually leads to when the animals rise up...
War!
Who will save them? The machines. We know the machines will win the war too, because after this war there are no animals ever to be seen again on Earth. Who's left? Because the machines tip everything out of balance, Earth becomes an unfit planet for humans and animals. So the remaining humans are put onto Axiom as a last-ditch effort to save the human race. On Axiom, humans have no purpose aside from having their needs met by machines. The machines have made humans dependent on them for everything because that is how they were treated as toys. It's all they know. Meanwhile on Earth, machines are left behind to populate the world and run things, explaining human landmarks and traditions still being prominent in cars.
That explains Cars. Oh my god.
Version of Earth because they are all gone. But we do know that the planet still has many human influences left.
Although the world of Cars still doesn't make a lick of sense.
It's the sixth place on Earth as we
No,
know.
because the idea here being that Cars is a prequel to WALL-E, right? Or that those two plots are connected. But the world in Cars is clearly not covered in trash, and there are no more humans there to make the trash, so where did all the trash come from?
And even without it, you still got...
WALL-E.
Even without like the whole the Pixar
Shut
timeline
up!
thing,
That there is an energy crisis in cars.
You were saying?
it just still the idea of sentient cars somehow being able to manipulate the world around them to suit their needs seems like way too complicated just to make this car world work when they could just change themselves to not be cars.
Someone would have to build like all the specialized equipment to make it work. I mean,
Yeah. It's like, hey, why don't we just create hands rather than just relying on these 4 to 6 wheels?
Hold on.
Which brings us back to WALL-E.
This is...
Wondered why WALL-E
this is by far the creepiest fan theory I have ever seen for anything.
Really?
That makes the most sense is by far the indoctrination theory. Oh my god.
I don't really see it as creepy, more like intriguing.
The indoctrination theory is creepy.
Like, you want to know creepy? Look at the Pokemon fan theory that throughout the entire anime, Ash is in reality in a coma, and that's why he never ages.
The coma.
Yeah, you never heard of the Ash coma theory?
Hell no. I heard of the Pokemon being humans theory, but I haven't heard about the coma theory.
where did you hear that?
Everything from when Shepard wakes up from getting hit with Harbinger's death ray is nothing but a dream.
I hate endings. I hate endings like that where it's like it's all a dream.
I don't. Well, I kind of...
Of course
I
you
do.
Continue.
Depends. It depends on
It does. It
how it's
really
used.
does depend. Some of them I really like, and some of them I just detest. But anyways,
Like
here's
if Andres, if you're watching Inception and you're like, that sucks, it was a dream, then there's a problem.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, the movie's old enough.
I can't explain it. What was that? Was that David growling? Was that?
No, that was Andres.
It's one of the many, many noises that David seems to produce depending on whatever sort of mood he's in.
Yeah.
Like
It
overly
makes it-
complicated fan theories.
It basically comes down to if you pick destroy the Reapers, that means you've ignored indoctrination. That means you've made the right decision. If you pick synthetic or control, when Shepard is basically getting killed or basically dying to save the galaxy, if you look at his eyes form the same formation that indoctrination says, or that indoctrination does. And also the catalyst, which is like this little computer thing, also gives a smile when he goes in there, and when he goes into or when Shepard chooses when you choose either control or synthesis. gives a small smile, and also when you choose the destroy ending, he goes, "So be it," and suddenly the Catalyst's voice changes from a child's to that of Harbinger. Okay. Yeah, that's essentially it. So basically the ending to Mass Effect 3, according to that, hasn't happened. Now, the extended cut basically destroyed that theory, but, whatever. It's still a really creepy theory that I find really interesting to research because it makes a lot of sense.